How is that fair? You see us every day. Every 25th of December, you see us believing in crap, Santa Claus. Can you imagine?
Tahukah sahabat, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala telah mengutus para nabi dan rasul untuk mendakwahkan agama Islam kepada umat manusia. Setelah wafatnya para nabi, maka dakwah diteruskan oleh generasi yang mengikuti jejaknya. Pada dasarnya, seorang muslim memiliki dasar kewajiban yang sama terhadap agamanya. Siapapun dari umat Islam sama-sama mempunyai kesempatan untuk ikut mendakwahkan agama Islam. Ya, dakwah adalah tugas setiap muslim sesuai batas tingkat ilmu dan kemampuan masing-masing individu. Dalam video berikut adalah salah satu teguran bagi muslim yang enggan berdakwah menyebarkan agama Islam. Dialah Abu Hafsah Abdul Malik Clare. Pria kelahiran Kanada 8 Juni 1975 itu memang tidak bisa melihat sejak lahir. Namun kekurangannya ini tak membuatnya lelah untuk mencari kebenaran tentang Sang Pencipta. Karena ia sangat mengagumi sosok Malcolm X, maka ia mulai tertarik dengan jalan hidup yang diajarkan Malcolm X. Dan jalan hidup yang diajarkan itu adalah Islam. Dari situ ia mulai mencari informasi tentang Islam hingga bertemu dengan seorang wanita yang menuntunnya bersyahadat.
I was fascinated by Malcolm X. And Malcolm X talked about a way of life. And that way of life, according to him at least at the time, was called Islam. And the people that practiced that way of life were Muslims, according to him. And those people believed in one God. And that one God wasn't a man. I mean, the nation had their own little messed up views on things. I'm talking about after the nation. That one God wasn't like any other being. Laysa kamithlihi shay. There's nothing like him. He is one and unique in his oneness. And according to Malcolm, at least at the time, and that was my only source, by the way. According to Malcolm, his name is Allah. And when I heard about the life of Malcolm and how his life completely changed because of Islam, I completely was enthralled by him, and I wanted to be just like Malcolm X. So I would read everything, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because honestly, she knew that once I've made a decision with my life, there's no one that's gonna stop me from making that decision unless I find out that that decision is wrong. So her only questions to me was, are you happy? Are you safe? And is this a decision you made by yourself? I said, yeah, I'm happy. Yes, I'm safe. And yes, it's a decision that I made all by myself. She's just a person who took my shahada, and she actually got married, alhamdulillah. But I still had some contact with her. So she sent me a phone number of a masjid in my city. I said, wow, there's a mosque in my city? So I come out, and there's a whole bunch of people, about 2,000 people that play hide and seek. I had to look for 4 years to find them people. Those people are the Muslims. And Allah used other means to allow me to enter Islam. He used Malcolm X, who died 10 years before I was born. And he used his sister, a lady, right? Took my shahada. She gets reward for every single thing I do now, without having to do anything. Just has to stay with her husband and hang out and just cha-ching, right? Every tour, every DVD, every YouTube video with Bona Muhammad, right? Bona's one of my best friends, mashallah. She gets the ajr, everything, and I mean everything. Every letter of the Quran that I read, every fasting minute, every hajj, every whatever. And then my kids came, they're here, Hafsa and Nusayba, they're here. Since she helped me enter Islam, she gets ajr for them too. So every time they pray, every time they fast, every time they make hajj, inshallah they will. Wife took shahada from me, so the same sister gets ajr for her. Her daughter took shahada from her, so the same sister gets shahada for that. This sister is just wow, mashallah. And you know what's even nicer? She doesn't get anything for the mistakes I do. What a deal, right? You only take the good stuff. You don't get even the bad stuff. So if I goof up, she doesn't get any problems. She only gets for the good. And she has no idea that I do this. Can you imagine the surprise, inshallah, that she'll get on Yawm al-Qiyamah? She's the one who helped start all of this back in those days. So she sends me a cassette tape of the Quran. Cassette tape, right? Remember those? That's pre-iPod. Back in the early part of the 90s, right? Middle 90s, 96, 97. And it's a Quran, and it's an Arabic English Quran. And it's mashallah, it's a cassette tape copy, translation with the English, and I put the first cassette tape in my player. First thing I heard, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Wow. I never heard a book recited before. I heard many books read before, but never recited. And I just thought to myself, do they read the whole book like that? And then of course it went on, right? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alif Lam Mim. Dhalikal kitabu la rayba fihi hudan lil muttaqin. Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna as-salata wa mimma razaqnahum yunfiqun. والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. And it went on and on and on and on, and I thought, how could something like this be hidden from us? How is that fair? And I had a little bit of a resentment for the people, a little bit. I love them, but I had a resentment for them because they really abused us. You see us every day. Every 25th of December, you see us believing in crap, Santa Claus. Can you imagine? Spend $2 grand for toys for your kids and give the credit to somebody else. Reindeer that fly, white men that come down chimneys, and you have your corner shops. Yani they are kuffar, nijasa, mushrik, kilab. Oh, I know. And we walk in and you go, how are you? Merry Christmas. Smiling, right? How are you? Have a wonderful holiday. He leaves, kalb, kafir, zaniya. Seriously. And you go home and what do you read? Wallahu alladhi la ilaha illa hu alimul ghaybi wa shahada. He knows this, what's unseen and what's seen. So he knows when you go, Merry Christmas, and then you call them kafirs when they leave. He knows that. What an oppression that they've done to us by not giving us this. Who cares if you don't want it? Maybe we do. That's what I thought. Because I thought, how do you keep this from people? How is it that you just hide this from everybody? This is a book where there's no doubt. La rayba fi, there's no doubt in it.